Punchline. What went wrong?
Hey, another episode of Fighting for the Punchline. Another What Went Wrong. Didn't think I'd have to be doing one of this subject so soon, but today's topic will be the venue was the problem. I hate to say, but let me show you my set. Basically, the two people in charge, they were like getting rubbed the wrong way with the topic of the thing, and you can tell that the audience was with me, but like it was supposed to be a 5-minute set, but they cut me off to 3:30, and they didn't have any band list or anything before, because I thought this was like, it's obviously a bar with a comedy show, but yeah. Anyway, check it out.
Right now, please put your hands together for Daniel A.
So I was at an Irish pub the other day, and I kind of got a tad in trouble for saying the N-word. And, you know, I'm thinking the same thing as you. It's like, this is not an Irish pub. And so, oh yeah, by the way, talking about nigger, by the way, that's when I say N-word. I'm not talking about nincompoop, you know, nitwit, nimrod, because I was at a senior center the other day, and they don't take any of that shit. They do take nigger, though, which is weird. Okay, so... Okay. Yeah, that's one of those good stereotypes, you know, black people and white people don't like the N-word. That's just a stereotype. But like, honestly, it's like, people like associate the words with the racism, and like, honestly, it's not about that, because like people in the 1950s, if people were calling them the N-word and they were still treated equal, they'd be fine with it. It'd be like, fucking honking is like calling me the N-word, but, you know, I can still ride the bus shotgun and not like alert the National Guard. Crickets. Let's see, where was I going after that? Where was I going after that? Oh yeah. So the joke was, like, the word Negro is like diet N-word. You know, because the original is like classic Coke. You know what I mean? It's like only racists and rednecks busted out with old friends like to get that refreshing taste N-word. But it's like, but you know, Negro is like diet. It doesn't have the flavor as the original, but like, you know, if you have a taste for either, you're probably going to get cancer or beat the shit out of it, you know? But after that, although both of those words are like the opposite of the word nigga, N-I-G-G-A, sorry. But you know, like with raps, because you know, like black people and Hispanics don't mind saying that all the time. It's like lemonade. It's like everyone loves this word. But okay, I don't want to get in trouble. So the next joke was gonna be, I hate color, and then finish the rest of that, because I'm saying like that's another one of those outdated like outbursts that you can't really say, but you could say that. I feel like at a FedEx, if some new guy fucked up your black and white photography portfolio order, and it's like, I said no colors, what the fuck? But it's like, you still want to opt for the photos, because, you know, that clarifies the whole thing. What the? But, where was I going with that? 1 minute? Okay. On with, anybody watch that show, True Blood?
Nobody's gonna laugh at the jokes, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You destroyed your set.
But like, okay, the True Blood I think is a pretty awesome show, because like, it really like hits home the whole metaphor between xenophobia and like monsters, because we do treat people as monsters when we like are racist and all that other stuff, because like every race has its own different features and like, you know, attributes. So it's like, have you ever fucked anybody outside your own race? It's like fucking an alien. You know what I mean? It's like you're on Star Trek and you're, you know, it's like, ooh, an Asian. I'm gonna see what's going on over here. I'm not saying Asians are aliens.
Daniel A.
Ooh, so, as you can see, yeah, I was talking about the N-word, nigger, but I wasn't calling anybody that. I was talking about the word itself. I was like analyzing it, and that was the joke of it, like talking about how people use it and other variations and stuff. So it was not even offensive, I feel. And even one of the comics after said, hey, I didn't think there was anything wrong with your set. That guy's just a dick. And like, he kind of is. But, so a couple things wrong with the venue. Number one, I would say, is they did not alert me that this was going to be a problem. They didn't say like, this is like, they're always like trying to be edgy or whatever. They're like saying, they can do whatever. And I hear them say things like bitch and, you know, faggot and stuff for their jokes, but they hear the word nigger and they don't even listen to the joke, and they're already like doing PC panic mode. So like, first off, they didn't alert me that this was going to be a problem. They interrupted my set to tell me that. And even, okay, number two, they didn't alert me. Number two, they were like aggressive towards me. Not that that's a bad thing, but they're like the venue, so they could be, you know, when they're also comics, so like when they get interrupted and like heckled, they don't like that shit. And to them do it to me just because they didn't like something in my set, I think is fucked up and hypocritical. I'll say it's hypocritical, first off. And I'm gonna go into a rant about this. I'm gonna try to make it funnier because I'm gonna have like 3 minutes. I'm gonna attack them in a way to try to educate them about censorship and stuff. Just because like it's not, words are not the problem when it comes to racism. It's the actions and the attitudes behind them. You know, censorship is just a way that racism can become less obvious to people. And like, just because people hear a word, they automatically react negatively, and they shouldn't. It's just a word. Listen to the context. Finally, I guess I would say, I mean, it's a bar, so it's not a comedy club, and I can understand that they don't want people saying that word. They don't want to dissuade customers, but it's a comedy night, and people are talking about all kinds of things, sex, drugs, using all kinds of words, but they hear the N-word, and they're not that because they're not black, but like they hear that as if the negative experience is going to be associated with the bar. You step in a puddle near the subway, you're not going to avoid the subway, you're just going to avoid the puddle, you know what I mean? They should avoid me. If they don't like me, they can boo me. The audience can boo me. They can boo me, but I signed up and I waited my time for my 5 minutes. Everybody else got their 5 minutes. I got mine cut just because they didn't like a word that I said. So fuck them, honestly. I mean, I guess I could adapt in the future, but I had my set ready and they fucked it up. So anyway, I thought the audience was with me. They were with me, if you can hear that. They were laughing. But these people were just like immature, childish, whatever. Fuck them. They'll see. I'm gonna get them. But anyway, that's what went wrong this last week. And I'll see you next time, next Fighting for the Punchline.